Hey there, I'm Alex Kidman and this is the Roborock H5 Stick Vacuum Cleaner. Let's get into the review. But before I start, a quick shout out of thanks to my Patreon and Ko-Fi supporters, link in the description below if you want to become one of those, and a disclaimer that Roborock sent me the H5 for review. That gets them a review, nothing more, nothing less, but I do like to be upfront about this kind of thing. And look, in design terms, there's not too much I can say about a stick vacuum cleaner that isn't rather inherent in the name. This is Roborock's take on the concept, and it's much the same as any other stick vacuum cleaner you've ever seen, save for the fact that the vacuum body is finished in this odd beige tone. Makes me think of really old school desktop PCs, but maybe that's just me. The one surprising aspect of the Roborock H5's design is its weight, 1.55 kg. First time I picked it up out of the box, I was honestly left wondering if there was a battery or other part that still needed fitting, but this is good because you want these devices to be as light as possible so they are as maneuverable as possible. The Roborock H5 comes with a standard wide floor head, as well as a smaller and more powerful motorized mini brush, and a 2-in-1 head that covers a brush unit, as well as a pretty standard crevice tool. These all snap in and out, again, exactly the same way as any other stick vacuum cleaner. No one's really ever redesigned that particular mechanism, I guess because it works well. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The Roborock H5 supports 3 different suction modes, though, as I find as very common with this kind of device, the very lowest base level mode isn't really all that powerful at all. We're not exactly talking Acer Pure V1 light levels of low power here, but it's not going to do the trick for your heavier carpets for sure. At its mid and highest level settings, however, the suction ramps up nicely, especially with that smaller mini motorized head. My one note of caution here is that at the maximum setting, the mini head is really strong. Strong enough, in fact, to even lift my heavier carpets. And that could be a concern, of course, for more valuable carpets, older carpets, or more fragile carpets. Maybe just dial the pressure down there a bit until you work out what's right for your carpet. And of course, where a stick vacuum like the H5 can be really useful is for those smaller cleanup jobs, or where you want to go a little more heavy duty than a robot vacuum cleaner is likely to manage. And every video needs one of these, so let's do a quick flour test here on my floor. Oh no, I have spilt some flour on my floor in an artistic pattern. Can it clean it up? The answer, basically yes. There's a little bit that ends up in the cracks between the floorboards, but I don't think too many vacuum cleaners are going to pick that up anyway. And for more everyday tasks, I've used it, for example, for cleaning up a lot of cat hair. Yeah, it's performed pretty well. The Roborock H5's storage bin isn't particularly huge, although I didn't really hit too many issues with it becoming notably clogged or problematic until it was quite full. If you are allergy afflicted, there is an option to use dust bags, and you do get some in the box with the Roborock H5 if you need to completely capture your carpet contents and keep them away from you, although obviously that's going to raise the ongoing costs of using it, and in my testing I've just used it sans dust bag, but it's there if you need it. Roborock advises that the H5 is capable of up to 60 minutes of runtime. And here it's playing a very common trick, which is to say, yeah, it's up to 60 minutes as long as it's at that lowest setting. And that lowest setting is, I think, the least useful setting on this particular vacuum cleaner. At full tilt, for example, you may be talking 15, 20 minutes. Now, that's not bad for the weight, not bad for the size actually within this category. Just bear that in mind, though. If you want to do lots of heavy-duty, large area cleaning, it's probably going to conk out before you're done, and then you will be waiting because it's a 3.5-hour recharge time. So should you buy the Roborock H5? Well, this is a decent little unit in a very, very competitive market. There are a lot of stick vacuum cleaners out here. The battery life is quite good. At medium level is where I'd really pitch it more so than the 60-minute quite light suction runtime. The supplied heads work well, it's decently built, and it's nice and light. There's a fair amount to like here, but I'd certainly shop around and consider your options. And that's my take on the Roborock H5. Got any questions? Hit me up in the comments below, and as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe and consider becoming a supporter of the channel. Thanks a lot.